Hi guys, today we're going to be talking about contraception in men. About 2 or 3 weeks ago, I made a video about contraceptive measures for women, and quite a number of people were like, "Oh, what about men? I'm not going to talk about men." I said, "Okay, I'm going to make a video. It's going to be a short video, but I mean, we're here to make it. So let's get into it." So my name is Fumlola. I'm of two, double board certified pharmacist, a wife, and I'm on a journey of self-discovery, journey to self, like I like to call it. It is my hope that in this journey, I'm able to inspire at least one person to get up and get on their own journey as well. And if I'm able to achieve that, it'll be a win. Let's get into today's topic: men's contraception. So, like I said earlier, I'm doing this video because people are like, "Oh, what about men's contraceptive?" I'm going to share a little bit of a backstory as to some of the things I'm going to say today. Contraception has always fallen on women. Like the burden of preventing pregnancy has always fallen on women. I've always found it to be a little bit funny because, like most people usually say, one woman is pregnant for 9 months. It's not like you can get pregnant on top of pregnant. For men, I mean, the canon is a good example. You can pregnant 10 women at the same time, may nothing happening. Our boy Elon Musk is another example. So really, why are we putting the burden of preventing pregnancy on the person who can only get pregnant once a year? Really, or maybe max twice a year. Let's say Irish twins. It's time for us to talk about some shared responsibility. This is a topic that a lot of people don't like to talk about because of culture and a lot of other things. Over the years, over the generations, people have always viewed it to be the woman's responsibility to decide not to get pregnant. Or like when a woman is pregnant and a man says, "It's not my child," they're like, "You, so what are you looking at? Is it not your body?" I mean, so today we're going to talk about, there are just two major methods of contraception for men. We're going to talk about some things that are in development and how come there are only two major methods of contraception for men. So before I talk about some of the things that are in research, I saw a fun video where the guy was talking about, oh, is it not funny that contraceptives were initially for men, like the research was initially for men, but then they shelved it. And I was like, this is interesting. Let me do some research. So Alex and I, my chat GPT is Alex, that's my assistant, and we're talking about it. And I went and I did some other research, and I found out that actually they were trying to develop hormonal contraceptives for men to help with like reducing fertility and stuff. But they realized that the side effects were too much, the mood swings, everything. So they shelved it. They shelved it, guys, because I mean, mood swings are terrible things. Like every woman on contraceptive knows about, right? But now the companies that have pills in processing, I think there's an emergency pill. I think there's another hormonal pill that they're developing. Like it's not yet out. I seriously doubt that those pills are going to make it to the open market because, again, there's nothing that affects your hormones that does not affect your mood and your general disposition. There are also some non-hormonal methods that are in the development stage for men. I think there's something, it's like a vasectomy, but it's like a temporary vasectomy. It's supposed to be like a gel, they inject it, and so it kind of doesn't allow the sperm to get through. There's something about applying heat to the testicles so that the sperm doesn't, make it out alive. Um, I think there's another one. What's that third one again? Um, anyway, yeah, so there's three different ones. Okay, yeah. So the one that reverses the sperm, the one that reduces the motility of the sperm, and the one that kind of heats up the testicles and probably kills the sperm. So those ones are in process, and those are the non-hormonals. And like I said before, they have the hormonals that are going to lower testosterone. But of course, like I said, anything that affects your hormones affects your mood and everything. So those are the ones that are in testing currently. So now we're going to talk about the actual two methods of birth control that men have: condoms and vasectomy. Condoms, I mean, it's a dime a dozen, but most people talk about how it affects feeling. It doesn't allow them to feel properly. It's too thick. They don't like the barrier, blah, blah, blah. Even though now they have very many condoms that feel so thin, you almost don't know that they're feather light. Although I remember when I saw Drex when I was in. And of course, there's the vasectomy, which many, many men are now getting into. Some people don't even tell outsiders because they still feel like it's taking away their manliness. But there's really nothing like wrong. If you've had the number of children that you want to have, why can't you get a vasectomy? Like, what is the big deal? Your wife or partner or girlfriend or baby mama or whatever is going through 3, 4, 5 children or what the number of children you guys want to have. And any person, any woman who has had a contraceptive method in her or pills or whatever will tell you how bad it has been. Some people cannot even stand anyone. And I mean, if you get pregnant, are you going to keep terminating? Because I know some people do that, like they just keep terminating. And psychological, and I mean, I really don't care about morality, but the psychology of it, of having to constantly do that cannot be good for her as well. So yeah, condoms have vasectomy. That's what men have. So why should men be involved in contraceptive or birth control actually? First of all, to bring an awareness of the fact that it's not only about women controlling how many babies can come into the world, because technically, like we're finding out a lot of things around pregnancy now, it rests almost as much on the man as it rests on the woman, right? So if men are able to take birth control into their own hands more, I feel like there will be less unwanted pregnancies. There will be no somebody is trapping you down. Oh, somebody wants to clinical. Because, my dear, if you are the one that is in charge of your condom, on top of things, nobody is going to be on to twins. Puncture the that to trap me down. If men take over contraception, in as much as if men take over contraception, it will be helpful to their female counterparts because they now don't have to worry about it and all that. It will also mean that they can be on top of their paternity, right? Nobody's going to be showing up because, first of all, I don't even understand how a person sleeps with another person without protection, especially if this is not like a marriage, or even if people are going steady. Steady is you are the one that knows that you are going steady. So you don't know whether the partner is not going steady, right? There is a certain, at least in marriage, there is minimum expectation of being faithful, right? So you can do that, and then that's when you now start to talk about things like vasectomy and stuff because you're trying to prevent childbirth. But outside of that, I find it very funny when people come and say, "Oh, I only slept with her once." Baba, you slept with somebody once and you didn't protect yourself. I don't know. There's some self-reflection and self-loving that needs to happen because I don't understand. So yeah, like I said, this is going to be a short video because there's not much I can say. But in conclusion, I would like to say that I want our male folk to take reproduction, contraception, birth control more into their own hands, and stop waiting for your wife. Stop saying, "Well, I only wanted 2 children. I don't know why she went and got pregnant again." Alagba, you could have prevented that, but people would understand that Yoruba. Alagba is like senior man, you know. Anyway, thank you guys for watching my video today, and I hope that you can show this to your husband so that he can get the snip snip after all your kids, and you don't have to be burdened down by contraception. But again, if you guys sit down and talk about it, and you decide that you're the one that wants to contracept as the woman, good luck. I mean, your body, your choice, right? So, bye guys. Please like, subscribe, and remember to share this video to someone that will benefit from it. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.